In this video, I wanted to break down the 3 biggest myths about becoming a successful content creator, online course, or building your own paid communities. And a great way of seeing these are the common objections that you will get from other people or that you have to mentally get over in your own head in order for you to be successful. Now, if we haven't met yet, my name is Aaron Young and I'm from 7 Figure Coaching. And what I'm about to share with you is 3 of the biggest lessons that I learned in building my own 7-figure brand, which is based off my first YouTube channel, which is now selling over $100,000 in course sales and online communities each and every month. And to help you even further, what I also want to do is, if you follow the link in the description below, I want to give you access to my Earn From Your Expertise roadmap. And what I do in this extra training is I not only lay out how you can start to earn from your expertise or get paid from what you know, but some of the real specific strategies that you need to put in place so that you can also get those sales coming through to your business. If you want access to all of that, just make sure you follow that link in the description below. And right now, what I want to start with is what I believe is the biggest myth in this industry, and that is that you need a large audience in order to have a successful business. Unfortunately, a lot of content creators fall into the false trap. And the false trap is that they're chasing things like the most views, the most likes, the most followers, the most subscribers. And I'm not saying that you don't need subscribers and you don't need views, but that's not the main game. The main game is building leads into your database so you can cultivate those leads into customers for your business. And you don't need a large audience in order to achieve this. And the reason for why I know that is that in my business, when I first started, I was seeing at least $5,000 of sales every month when I had an audience that was under 2,000 people. My first month where I sold over $5,000 in course sales, I only had 1,700 subscribers. And then when I hit my first $10,000 month, I had 2,700 subscribers. And then this one might really blow your mind. When we hit our first $85,000 month, and since that point, we've always been above 100,000, even gone up to over $200,000 in sales. When we hit that first $85,000 month, we only had 19,170 subscribers. So you do not need a large audience in order to have a large business. And for me, this is the reason for why many content creators are not earning any money. You may not be aware of these stats, but Goldman Sachs did a report and then Kajabi added some extra information and really put it together, and they called this report the state of the creators. And the biggest take-home message was that only 4% of all creators earn over $100,000. And I put that back to the fact that most content creators are focusing on the wrong metrics. They're focusing on the size of their audience rather than the quality of the audience. Especially when you're a course creator, online coach, or you're wanting to build your own communities, you don't need a large audience. What you need is the right audience who are really tied into your message, who are wanting to learn more about what you're teaching. So myth number 1, don't for a second think that you need a large audience in order to have a large business. And myth number 2 is that you have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on ads every month for success. Once again, and that is just not true. For me and my business, we didn't start advertising until we were already over that $85,000 a K mark. For this new brand, we're starting advertising early because we've got a lot of extra things in place. And what I really want to clarify here is that I've been in the digital marketing industry since 2010. And that 7-figure business that I built was actually a Google Ads course. So this is how strongly I believe that, because I was selling a Google Ads course without running any Google Ads. And the reason for that is because there is a well-known fact in digital marketing, and this is that increasing your budget doesn't always mean better results. The reason being is because ad spend only magnifies the current success you're seeing with your ad campaigns. So if you've got a low conversion rate, by spending more money, it just means that you're gonna be spending more money to find out that you've got a low conversion rate. So the first part of this myth that I really wanted to break down is that don't think that the only way you can see sales is by spending thousands and thousands of dollars on different Google Ads or meta campaigns or however you want to spend that advertising budget, because it only magnifies the current results you're seeing in your campaign. So what you want to focus when you're starting is you really want to focus on these 2 core metrics, which is way more important than how much you're spending on your advertising campaign. And that is how many people view your content versus how many people are joining your database. So they're opting into your lead magnets or they're downloading your different guides, whatever the case may be. What is that percentage? And then from there, from those people who have joined your database, how many people are buying your courses, joining your coaching programs or your communities? And for me, if you can get both of those metrics to between 3 to 5%, you've then got a business that is ready to scale. So what I mean by that, for every 100 views, you should be getting 3 to 5 people joining your database. And then once again, from every 100 people joining your database, you should be getting 3 to 5 sales. And it's only then that I start to spend any money on advertising campaigns. So don't believe that the only way you can see success as a content creator, online coach, or course creator is by spending thousands and thousands of dollars on an ads campaign. In fact, my strong recommendation is that you don't spend money on advertising campaigns until you've got those 2 core metrics performing in your business. And then the third biggest myth is that you need to be the most qualified. This is probably potentially even the biggest one. And there's a term around this which is called the imposter syndrome. And this is a real thing. And of all of the different content creators that I've spoken to, we all go through this. Now, my other YouTube channel is all about teaching people how to use Google Ads, the right way to grow your business. And when we come to Google Ads only focused YouTube channels, my channel is actually the largest in YouTube. So there are other larger digital marketing channels, but they cover everything. I'm just talking about a specialist Google Ads channel. Right now, we've got 90,000 subscribers. The next closest channel is, I think it's about 40,000 or 35,000. And then there's a whole heap of other channels which are smaller than that. Now, because I have the largest Google Ads only channel, does that mean that I am the best Google Ads marketer in the world? No, it doesn't. And I would never say that. And the reason for that is because being able to teach someone how to complete a task is a very, very different skill set to being the absolute best at a certain skill in the world. Now, when it comes to Google Ads, obviously I'm highly competent and I really find it hard to say who is the actual best person. I don't really think that's a metric we can judge on, but for me, it's not even something that I'm even worried about, because as a content creator, your role is not to prove that you're the smartest person in the room. In fact, that's where many content creators fail, is because they just have this thing that they want to prove that they are the best or that they are the smartest at something. And that's where this imposter syndrome thing comes into play, because you might be looking at other people in your niche and go, well, they've been in the industry for 5 years longer than me. Or if you're teaching someone a musical instrument, you might go, well, they're a better bass player, or that person's a better guitarist than me. Whatever the situation is, you don't have to be the best. Now, you have to have a level of competency and you have to have a higher level of skill than the people that you're teaching, but you don't have to be the best in the world. What you need to remember is that the goal is that you want to teach people the practical steps that they need to complete in order to complete the task. A great way to explain this would be, think about a course creator, an online coach, or having different paid communities. You want to think of your service like Google Maps. Now, I love Google Maps. My wife says to me all the time that I have terrible directions when it comes to driving, and she is right. But now in the world of Google Maps, I don't need to worry. If I'm going somewhere new, I put in the destination of where we're going, and then I just sit back and relax. I still got to drive there, but the lovely assistant on Google is telling me where I need to go. Turn left here at the next intersection, turn right, stay on this road for 50 kilometers, or whatever the situation is. And that's what your course, or that's what the role of the online coach is that you've got the person who's where they are now, they've got their goal destination, and you're just giving them the key directions, the key next steps that they need to complete in order to achieve the task. What you need to always think about is this: your course or your coaching program needs to be the course or coaching program that you wish existed when you first started learning what you were doing. And if you can focus on that, you do not need to worry about an imposter syndrome, because you're not trying to be the best, you're not trying to be the smartest, you're just trying to be the most helpful. And for me, they are the coaches that are the most successful, the ones that focus on helping their students and really taking them along the path to success. Thank you for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here. Remember, if you want to get that extra help so that you can start earning from your expertise, make sure you follow that link in the description below. My name is Aaron Young from 7-Figure Coaching, and if you want to take this learning to the next step, because I did mention in this video about lead magnets and the importance of being able to grow your database, and if you want to learn exactly how to go through that process, I want you to go through and watch this video right here. See you next time.